once again, WMMA scene now. As always, I'm your host, Chuck Stevenson, here once again with another fight review. This time, we're going over to Japan. Pancrase 296 in the strawweight division. We have one of the unheralded workhorses of the women's WMMA scene, Emi the Kamikaze Fujino, coming into the fight at 21-10-0 versus Invicta FC veteran Sharon Jacobson, who's coming into the fight at 5-2-0. Now, preface to this fight, these records seem very lopsided, and I just wanted to mention this because after my recent video where I talked about, can crushing queens, Emi Fujino does have some cans in her record that she crushed, especially in the last couple years. But keep in mind, she is getting up there in age, but Sharon Jacobson, she might have only been 5-2 coming in this fight, but Sharon Jacobson is a tough vet with a very good wrestling background. She was even supposed to be trying out for the last Summer Olympics. I don't think that ever happened, but I believe she's on the U.S. Army women's wrestling team. And Sharon Jacobson has been in some tough fights, so she wasn't coming in here, just to get crushed. She was definitely in there to fight. I mean, Jacobson has Jamie Moyle on her record, a win against Jamie Moyle. She's been in there with Deanna Bennett, so she's been around, and she has some good fights on her record. So this is definitely not one of those cases where it was Japanese can crushing. Just to preface that. Okay, on to the fight. Listen, if you have Fight Pass, UFC Fight Pass, get on there and watch this fight if you haven't seen it. This was an excellent fight. A very pretty evenly matched fight. I would say that Fujino had a slight edge in striking and a slight edge in clinch work in this fight. All the takedowns pretty much went Jacobson's way. Jacobson had knee on belly in the very last 15-20 seconds of the first round. And she had full mount in the end of the second. And then she got a takedown right again at the very end of the third round. This fight was very fast-paced. Even the clinch work wasn't... There was no stalling in the clinch. It was all action. Very good fight all around. A lot of action. One thing I liked to see, and you don't see this very often, even with a lot of other veteran fighters, is when Fujino would break out of the clinch, she wouldn't just push off. She wasn't just pushing off. She struck her way out of the clinch. She'd create just enough distance, land some strikes, and clear out. So it wasn't. This is a good fight between two tough veterans that know what they're doing. It was so let's see. It was a unanimous decision, I believe. Well, it doesn't say on Tapology. I believe it was unanimous for Emi Fujino. And really, honestly, this fight probably could have gone either way, especially if the judges lended more credence to the top control and GNP that Jacobson had in the last two rounds. And again, in the striking, I think Fujino had it slightly better, but I will say that both of these ladies came to throw down in this fight. Both were throwing with bad intentions. Again, overall, a very good fight. I'm not going to make this a long, drawn-out review because, honestly, I would rather that you go and check this fight out yourself. It's on UFC Fight Pass if you have a subscription. If you're a WMMA fan and you don't have Fight Pass subscription, I don't know what to say because how else are you going to watch Invicta? So again, get on Fight Pass, Pancrase 296, and you can even select the exact fight from the menu that you want to watch. So go watch Sharon Jacobson. And honestly, the whole event was pretty good. Another JMMA longtime fighter retired on it. So get on there, Pancrase 296, watch Emi Fujino versus Sharon Jacobson. Decision win for Emi Fujino. Congrats, Emi Fujino, the women's JMMA workhorse. with all of her, with her leg taped up, even her foot taped up because she has like some bad ligaments in her foot or something. Congrats to Emi Fujino on the win. Normally, I would try to talk about things to work on. Fujino's been in the sport so long. I don't think she's going to fix anything. And going by this fight, I wouldn't say that there's too much to work on. Sharon Jacobson also, it's hard to really say what she needs to work on. Maybe work on the clinch a little bit, dirty boxing, and that's about it. Going by this fight, because it was a very close fight. Fights to make. I don't know. I mean, Fujino's probably going to stay in Japan. She was fighting in Road FC for a while before this. So, and it's strawweight division in Asia. It's not the thickest division over there in Asia. Sharon Jacobson most likely going back to Invicta, and I'm sure they'll give her a good fight when she goes back to Invicta. So again, get on Fight Pass, Pancrase 296. Watch this fight. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene now, the fastest growing and soon to be greatest women's mixed martial arts platform on YouTube. Have a good night, guys.